Hello and welcome back. So the F1 season has finally started. First out was Bahrain GP. A quite slow race. I wouldn't say boring, but apart from the start and some overtakes in the start, there wasn't much happening on the race track except one team or one driver, I would like to say. A solid race. I wanted to give it 4 out of 10, but I'm going to give it 5 out of 10 because of what happened in the later parts of the race. In last place we had Oscar Piastri, his first race for the season in the McLaren, and he managed to make 16 laps until his car decided to not to be a car anymore. So therefore I cannot give him more than just 3 points. Same with Charles Leclerc. Had a stable race, nothing much happened, and then his Ferrari just decided to not be a car anymore. So I would also give him 3 points. Then we have Esteban Ocon, which I praised a lot in last video. And I had to eat that up because this was one of the most appalling performances I've seen in a long time. Nothing worked. He made all the mistakes you can make. The only thing that he didn't do was take someone out on the track. So I will give him 2 points just for the fun of it. I was giving him 1 point at some point, but yeah. 2 points is enough, I think. Then we have Lando Norris. Also a bad race. Also not much happening for him. 3 points. At least he finished something. Then we have Zhou Guanyu. Quite boring race for him too. He did a strange last pit stops in the end, which took him back quite a lot of places. Not really sure why. Could be some tire management or puncture or something. I have no idea. But I will give him 3 points too. Then we had Nico Hülkenberg, who was back in Formula 1. Okay race. I mean, not much happened. Haas looked like they have some work to do, so I will give him 4 solid points. Nick de Vries, first F1 race, quite stable, not too bad, not too good, so I will give him a solid 5. Could have been much worse. Then we have Kevin Magnussen for Haas. Nothing much happening. I expected much more. Solid 4 for him. And then we have Logan Sargent. I have no idea. Very good the first race, I must say. Very impressed with his speed in the Williams. Quite good, I must say. Very good. Well above average. So a solid 6 points for him. Then we have Yuki Tsunoda. Not much to say there either. Average performance, stable, solid 5. Then we have Alex Albon in Williams. He managed to get a point, which is amazing for Williams team, which I expected to be dead last, and I mean dead last. So very nice of him. He drove very stable throughout the race. So a solid 7 for him. Then we had Pierre Gasly, who started last of everyone else and drove himself up throughout the race. I wanted to give him more, but 6 points is fair, I think. He should have got more if he had done a better qualification run, but I expected a bit more. Then in 8th place came Valtteri Bottas. He was having a quite good day. Was up and fighting with the top for a bit, and looked very stable. He looked he looked like a very much enjoying. He looked like he enjoyed the car, and he was much better than his teammates. So a solid 7 for me to him. Then in 7th place came George Russell. I did expect much more from him and from Mercedes in total. So an average 5 for him. In 6th place came Lance Stroll, which was a bit of a surprise. His struggle with his hands that he broke before the season started was really showing. He was off the track a couple of times, even before the race started. And I think that if he had been healthy, he would have been up at least 2 positions. So I'm very much looking forward to him in the future, and I will give him a solid 7 points. Then in 5th place we have Lewis Hamilton. Not much happening there either. I expected more of him too. So not much, but 6 points. Good finish anyway. He's up there. And then in number 4, ending 4th position was Carlos Sainz. Ferrari doesn't look like they're anywhere near Red Bull, and they are certainly behind Aston Martin. And Carlos Sainz did what he could with a shit car, so 6 points for me to him. Then in 3rd place, and the most fun place of them all, and the most surprisingly finish, Fernando Alonso. The hype was real. I was quite wrong when I said that the hype was not. I didn't believe the hype. I'm very glad I was wrong, and this is what the fight for second, third position. That fight is what I hoped the fight for first position would have been this season, but sadly not. But Alonso did a tremendous race. He really looks like he liked the car. He really enjoyed himself. He was happy, and you could just, I mean, for a 41-year-old driver who is, he has been driving for 22 years now. He looks like a kid again. Ja, vad är det, Kisse? My cat is pissed off. I have no idea why, but she usually is. But Alonso, I will give 9 points. 9 points out of 10. He would have got, if he had gotten 1 more position, he would have got this perfect 10. But a very good 9, and the highest points of the day for me to him. 2nd place, Sergio Perez. Stable race, did what he should. Ja, kissekatt. Did what he should. He backed up Verstappen, and he did good race, good results. 8 points for me. And then on first position, Max Verstappen. Also solid race. Yes, little cat. Solid race. He didn't do anything wrong. He took pole position in the qualification. He led the race from start to finish. Wasn't under any pressure anytime in the race. He had some issues with his rear tires locking up during a downshift at some point, but nothing nothing important. So 8 points for him too. So that concludes the drivers' points. Now to the team points. And I will start from last to finish, from last to first, and I will give them points from. Yes, you are going to get points too, my cat. Yes, how much points do you want? Do you want 10 points? Do you want 10 points? Yes, my cat wants 10 points. She will get 10 points. Yeah, the points are 1 to 10 based on their performance during the race. And we start from bottom and going up to the first. And at the bottom, it's no secret. McLaren was the worst team of the day. Didn't look that they wanted to be there. Didn't look that they care. Didn't look that they bothered. I'm amazed that they even showed up. So it just 2 points just to show up and add the numbers to the race, I guess. But I'm very disappointed in their performance in their development. I expected so much more. Ninth place we have Haas. I placed them there. I would give them 4 points if I could find the number of that. There it was. Number 4. They get 4 points. Quite not much to say. They didn't do much. They just drove around and didn't have any real speed. Strange strategy to start with on hard for Magnussen too. So 4 points. Then in number 8 I placed Alpha Tauri. Also not that not bad, not good. Quite solid run. But nothing spectacular. Expected them to be higher. So 5 points for them. And also some approval from my cat, I guess. And in 7th place, I placed Ferrari with a 5 points. And that's for Sainz finish. Leclerc didn't even finish, and the car just looks meh. So average point for them. Then in 6th place, I put Alpine. And I gave them 6 points. And that's all on Gasly. I mean, Ocon is the one who drags the team down this race. They would have got much higher points otherwise, but Gasly did a good race. Ocon was quite terrible. In 5th place, I put Mercedes. I really expected them to be much better than they were. Although good solid finish, finishing in 5th and 7th. So I mean it's okay, but I expected so much more. 6 points for them. My cat doesn't like that. Do you want Mercedes to have 7 points? No, not this time. And then in 4th place, I placed Alfa Romeo. Bottas did a fantastic race, very good. Zhou Guanyu, quite anonymous. But with Bottas, I would give them 7 points. They did a good strategy run from them. Good solid race. Solid 7. Yeah. Släpp. Tack. Yeah, she's really pissed off. Don't you like my point system? Do you want me to... Is it the Ferrari? Is it the Merc? Yeah, you're pissed off. And third place, I placed Williams. For them to be so much better than I thought, than everyone thought, is very good. Nice to see. Nice to see them stepping up. And I would give them 8 points out of 10 because of the good effort and for the good results for the newcomer, Sargent. They also got a point from Albon, which will be valuable in the end, I think. So very good from them. You do not like my point system, do you, Kat? Second place in team yeah. team management. I would say Red Bull. Solid performance from start to finish. Didn't do anything wrong. Good pit stops, good strategy overall, good car. Came well prepared and a well-deserved win from them. And good for them, and sad for us. But I think that they will have many 1s and 2s this season. So good for them, but bad for the audience. So solid 8 points. Yeah! Lille katt. Okay. 9 points for Red Bull. Cut. And then for Aston Martin, I would also give them a 9. Solid 9. Very good run. They did much more than expected, and yeah, a better finish from Stroll and perhaps a second place would have given them 10 points, but very good 9 from them, and I expect to see much more from them in the future. It will be fun to watch. I don't think they will ever be able to fight with Red Bull, sadly, but for second place, absolutely. And that concludes my results for the Bahrain GP. I hope to see you next time, which will be in 2 weeks in Saudi Arabia, I think. So I will see you then. Take care, bye.